guys? We're back with another video. We're going back to the pool. We're going to be starting on the pavers. So the guys have it excavated around the pool. We got to go do the bonding for the bonding inspection. That's today. And we also got to go put in the crusher run for the base for the pavers. So you know where I'm at. I'm here at Quick Trip. We're going to fuel up and go get some monsters. Stay tuned. This pool that we're at, you guys have seen it on the last few videos. So it's a commercial job site and it's coming along pretty fast. We have about, I would say, a month and maybe a week, so about 5 weeks total, maybe 6 weeks total to finish it. We're pretty far ahead. Thank you. We got good progress on it. We need the tile, which that'll get here in a few days, and we got the coping installed. We're doing the pavers. That'll take us about a week to a week and a half, and then we got to do the plaster. But you know what the deal is. We got the monsters. Appreciate it. Take care. Yep. Shout out to the guy at Quick Trip for following us. But you know, I got the monsters, got the sandwich, the truck is fueled up. I'm ahead with the boys, see them at the job site. So I'll see you guys in a bit. I'll show you guys when we get there. Let's go. What up, fella?
Yeah.
What happened, bro?
It didn't have like no diesel, but now it has diesel.
Put it anyways. I gotta take it. What are you talking about, man?
600. ¿Qué pedo?
We got the grounding wire all the way around the bonding wire. We're about to connect that. I'll show you guys what that looks like. Let me get the clamps. I went this morning to get the clamps at Home Depot, which I didn't record that, but I'll show you guys what they look like and how we attach them. It's really easy. We just need some pliers, and then we need the clamps, obviously, and then something to secure them with. So this is what it is a ground rod clamp. So basically this slides on the rebar. You see that bolt right there? So it slides on the rebar, and you put the copper wire on this bottom side, slide it in, tighten it up, and it secures the wire to the rebar. But we need some pliers. I actually need to put my hard hat on. Alright, I'll show you guys once we start installing it. Stay tuned. Alright, boys, so Sammy just showed up with the gravel. We're going to be dumping it right here. Pretty easy access to come get with the skid steer, go around and put it where the guys excavated for the pavers. I've been using Sammy for a few years now. He's a pretty good truck driver. He's independent, so he's not with any large company or anything like that. That's his name, Samuel Sosby. So if you guys need him in Georgia, you guys can look him up. Like I said, real good guy. I like using small contractors or small companies like this, help the community out instead of giving all the business to the big guys. So if you guys are like me, you know what I'm talking about. So let's get this dumped out. He's gonna come back with probably another load, maybe even 2 loads. But for right now, we're gonna start with this, see how far that gets us. Pretty good. So we'll start moving this over there. I'm gonna head back that way and show you guys what that's looking like for the ground wire. So let's get him on the way for second load, and I'll update you guys here in a bit.
I'm gonna be a little bit longer because I have to go 53 to go back because I got that crash on 369.
About an hour, hour and a half?
Yeah.
That's fine.
You want 3? Possibly. Okay, let me know.
All right, appreciate it. So yeah, we might end up needing 3 loads of gravel. That, or I could go a little bit thicker with the sand. I really just got to see how consistent they were with the excavating and then we'll put in that gravel. We got to compact it and see how much it settles down with the compaction, or how much it compacts down, really not settles. So we might need 3 loads. I think I had calculated 30 cubic yards, but then again, I don't know what he's coming at, how many tons or how many yards he's got in the truck. So like I was saying, this is the ground rod clamp, and Eliseo should be installing it now, so let's go see how he's doing. We're putting the ground clamps, we fold the wire like that in half, or we try to fold the wire. You want the wire to be on this bottom side and the rebar on top. That way this pushes down the rebar and it clamps that wire. Yeah, do that. Like I said, on a pool like this, you want at least 4 points of contact. So we already have 1 point of contact over there. We got the first one. This is 3. So when we don't have one of these nuts right there, we just wrap it around the rebar. That way it's not moving and being flimsy. I brought 6 nuts. I always put more than what I need, just to be safe. So we got these rolls right here of wire. See how thick that wire is. I believe it's 8 gauge or 10 gauge. You say what? No. No, you don't even, just wrap it around, and we'll put a clamp on this one. Sasquatch came yesterday to cover this with plastic. We got to add maybe a little bit more tape. Because I don't want nobody stepping on it. This clay, this mud right here, stains it really, really bad. So I definitely don't want to sit here pressure washing after the job's done because people were stepping on the pavers. We got Don Luis with the plate compactor, compacting the, I guess the subgrade really, before we put that gravel in. Kylo's over here digging. We got a little sidewalk over here. They had a piece of conduit here, but I guess it's not there no more. Hi guys, so I hate wearing the damn hard hat, by the way. As you can tell, I take it off every time the camera's on me, but we're gonna finish installing these clamps with the bonding wire, and we'll show you guys what it looks like at the end. So stay tuned, keep watching, and if you like this video and this channel so far, like, comment, subscribe, and share it to your mother. Let's go. Hi guys, a quick little update. My camera died yesterday and I didn't have any more batteries, but today is another day. We're back here on the job site. The guys finished putting all the gravel down, so let me show you what that's looking like. We're gonna start setting the header course today, and that's gonna start going around the pool. We're gonna probably start on that far corner over there, but they put about 8 inches of this crusher run as a base, and they ran the plate compactor on it. So we got a good solid base for the pavers, and then after this we put a M10 paver sand, and we start setting all the pavers on top of that. But right now, like I said, we're going to start setting a header course, and that's going to go all around the perimeter of the pool, and that's going to get set with mortar. I want to set it with mortar because that header course is about 3 inches thick, and then the pavers are, I think, 2.5. So I don't want to put sand and then take some off for the header course. I'd rather just set it in mortar. It'd be easier, and that way it's nice and sturdy. So Eliseo's over there moving the I guess the forklift. He's gonna start moving the pallets over here, and then we got Kylo right here. He's moving the plate tamper over here. We're gonna tamp it one more time and kind of even it out. The guys are starting to mix some mortar as well, so stay tuned and I will update you guys here in a bit. So today is think today is Wednesday. Yeah, today's Wednesday, and I'm calculating the pavers to probably, let me see, we'll start today, but today's raining. It's horrible weather, and it's sprinkling now, so hopefully it doesn't come in. The guys don't mind it, but I mean I do, because you know you can get sick in this weather. It's horrible, but we'll work until we, I guess, can't work. But anyways, we got Thursday, Friday, we're coming Saturday, whoever wants to come, and then Monday. So we have about 4 days. I told the superintendent we try to get it done by Monday, maybe Tuesday, if you know, because it's supposed to rain. It's supposed to rain today, which is already raining, and then it's supposed to rain on Monday, and then I think it's calling for a little bit on Tuesday, which is horrible. But we got the base down, which was my main concern, and now we just got to start laying the pavers. But there you got more hardscaping and landscaping that goes on after we lay these pavers. So the longer I take, the longer I hold everyone else up, and they're trying to turn this building and the pool over at the same time, which is in about a month, so about 4 to 5 weeks. And if I get this done in a week and a half, that only gives everybody else about 3 weeks to finish. And as you can tell, there's still a lot of stuff to do. So this right here is the header course. Right now, the thing about these forklifts, they extend out pretty far, as you can see. It's going to extend it out as far out as it can. That's pretty good right there. That way the guys can start putting them around the pool in little piles, so Kylo can start working. Yeah. All right. Bring another one.
Yeah, well, you want to like move them over here?
if they fit, but don't stack them. Alright guys, so I got the header course pallets moved. Sasquatch brought 4 pallets over here. The guys have them laid out. Sasquatch and Benny are over there flattening the base rock, the crusher run. We call it crusher run, some people call it gab, or I don't know what you guys might call it, but
I go cover up for the water. They're raining.
it's raining.
It's been raining right now.
So we have the coping down. Like I said, they're starting the header course. It's raining. It got worse actually. It started raining a little harder, but I think we'll be all right. I think it's gonna clear up here pretty soon. And as long as the guys want to keep working, we'll keep working. But I also don't want anybody getting sick, because if they get sick, then it backs us up even more. That's what it's looking like so far. I got to go move the Mini X, so I'll go move that, and then I got to load up the coping on the truck. We'll strap that down, take it to the shop, unload it while these guys keep working. We'll come back and I'll probably bring some carps, well, tarps, or however the hell you call them, some tents. This is the joint that marks on the plans. This is how we have to cut it out for the corners. So it looks pretty good. I like it. And then these are going, you know, long ways like this, and then that way as well, like this. Let's go move that Mini X. So definitely recommend, if you guys are contractors or thinking about starting your own company, these machines are good investments. It might not seem like it up front, but if you can afford one, or you can finance one, or you can buy a used one, I mean, just make sure you get a good one that's not going to break on you all the time. But these machines right here, I have this excavator and I have that skid steer, and if I was renting these, it just eats so much into your profit. And you know, we do pools, but if you do landscaping or concrete work, you know, you use these machines all the time. You're renting them all the time. You might not need to get an excavator or skid steer, you know, first purchase. If you do concrete, maybe get a concrete buggy, because I know those rent out for like $200 a day. So if you're doing concrete 2-3 times a week, you know, that's $600 a week that, you know, that would pay for the financing for a month already. So they're good investments. If you can afford them, definitely get them. They will save you money and make you a lot more money. And then, you know, you obviously take care of them a lot better, because on the rentals, sometimes they suck because people just don't care. But let's move this out of the way. I'm done rambling. I'm gonna set up a time lapse over there for Kala. See how fast you can get that done. So stay tuned for that. Alright guys, quick little update. So this is what they look like. As you can see, we're taking them off because the rain. So we made the mortar and it's pretty firm, it's set up. I mean, it's perfect to lay them, but the rain keeps drizzling. The pavers are getting wet, so it's making them sink, and it's getting wet all along the edge. And then the water from up there, so it's just a mess. I think what we're gonna do is make the cuts. Carlo's gonna make the cuts like these for the corners here, here, over there, and then probably the corner over there. I'm gonna go get some plastic at Home Depot. We're gonna cover the M10 sand, which is like the sand to lay the pavers. I'll show you guys that in a bit. We just had that delivered. The guys are still fixing that over there, making it nice and flat. So what we're gonna do to not waste the mortar is spread it along the edge, just lower than what we need. So tomorrow we could just do a thinner layer of mortar and then set the pavers. Saying no rain tomorrow, so we'll see what that looks like. But yeah, this was a disaster, and I'd rather remove it than leave it and it be wrong. We both agreed on it. So I got to load up the coping that was left over, so I'm gonna load that up, go get the plastic, and then I'll come right back. I'll keep you guys updated. What's up, son? We just had one of my subscribers just called me.
Well?
Yeah.
What?
He lives in Kennesaw, because he was saying that basically they poured his foundation, but they poured it when it was raining, and that the patios in the driveway, like the front patio, the garage, and the back patio looked like like the broom, like it's just wet.
Yeah, because they poured it when it was raining, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
It fucks everything up.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the same. It's like when a lot of water gets on, poured on top of it.
He said they broomed it and then like it rained and it washed it all away. So don't pour in the rain, guys. Do it the right way. Alright, I'm gonna go get some plastic. We'll be right back. I'll see you guys at Home Depot. Alright guys, so we're here at Home Depot now. I brought no Hyman with me. He's over there waiting on me. But we came to get some plastic so we can cover up the M10, which is the paver sand or the paver base sand or whatever the hell you guys want to call it. Let me know what you guys use down in the comments for pavers. We use Crusher Run and then the M10. Look at him, he's making a mess. Come on, man. Alright, so we're inside. We can't get this plastic. I forgot where it's at. I think it's in the paint section. So I think we need a roll like 20 by 100. We're not going to use it all, but we need it wide enough to be able to cover everything. Let's see what they have. Oh, sheesh. It's heavy, man. What do you think? You think I was playing? This is heavy. Let's go.
Thank you for shopping at the Home Depot.
Alright, so we'll load up this plastic and we'll see you guys at the job site. What's up, buddy?
Hey, y luego me habla todavía nomás que le dije para acá, si no, mamá.
He's complaining because he had just picked it up from there and he almost dropped it on himself. That's funny. Carlos got the cuts. We got the inside corners. We got them ready for tomorrow. So we got one more here. I think he has the ones on those two corners. He's got maybe two more to go, but I don't know if he's gonna wait till tomorrow to cut them or go ahead and cut them now. But that's what it's looking like. I think we're gonna call it an early day. It's almost noon, so we're gonna go eat lunch and just go home, man. It's just bad weather. It's not really worth it to be out here. Just you don't get no production really. What I do need to bring is an elbow for this. We got to go down 90 down on that. That's the overflow. 90 down, 90 out, and then put a piece of pipe over here, and then we'll probably have to tie it into this drain right here. So we'll figure that out. But I gotta remember to bring that. Look at me struggling.
Esto va al revés, güey, ya sé, pero está nada más para acomodarlos.
That's not how it goes. What the f?
Mira, ya sé que va al revés, carnal.
Alright, let's see it.
Ah, cabrones, pues. Ambos se burlan.
Sí, ahí vienen los demás. Everybody else is coming. There you go. That's it. Good. Oh yeah, that's good. So guys are gonna start cleaning up, and I guess he's gonna keep cutting. So I might put this camera on him so you guys can see how he marks it and do all that. So stay tuned. So that's what the cuts look like. We got all the corners cut out, so tomorrow will be a little bit easier. The guys got everything picked up. What is that?
Blood.
Blood.
I go drink it to the blood. See, you know.
That's not blood, bro.
It's red. It's blood.
Man. So you guys can see the sky looks horrible, but they got all the gravel pretty nice leveled out. So we'll be back tomorrow, start the header course, and we're going to start laying the paver sand, and hopefully start laying pavers right away also. But we'll be back tomorrow, like I said, to start on the pavers. What you guys say to the people, bro?
See ya tomorrow.
We're at Quick Trip. It's another day. It's a new video. Say something, brother.
What's up?
We already got the monsters.
¿Sí compraste los cáncer?
So we're actually going to start installing the coping today. We have the header course to lay down. We got both trucks out here today. We already fueled up and everything. Alright, so we're going to head to the job site. We'll see you guys over there. Stay tuned. See you later, Quick Trip. Sponsor me also. Alright guys, so we're here on the job site. We actually been here for quite a little bit now. We just had to set everything up, but we got the guys, they're over there setting the header course for the pavers. We're setting it in mortar. I think I mentioned on the last video yesterday, I guess. Yeah, we're setting these in mortar because these are 3 inches thick, and then the pavers that we're going to be setting are about 2.5 inches thick. So I'm gonna set these in mortar. We're gonna set the sand in there and basically go after that, and then it also gets that same header course around the outside, so we'll set those in mortar as well. But this is what it's looking like. 2 people working, 2 people standing. I'll set up a time lapse, show you guys how fast that's going. We got Unc on that side coming from over there this way, and then from here they're going that way, and then we'll put the cuts right there, right here in the center. And the thing about this is we don't want any small sliver, so you have to cut 3 of them or 2 of them, then get like nice even pieces. That way they look almost whole. So I'm gonna put this camera on Unc. You guys can see the process of how to lay these. I mean, you can see it's going pretty fast right there. So stay tuned.
Chef, no? Yes, chef.
So this is what it's looking like. We got this whole side done. Looks really nice, really sleek. But they're working right now on this. So it's looking good. What are you doing?
Limpiando el fierro.
Oh my goodness. Him too? So you got all the corners up. That's the last corner right there. The guys finished this whole side right here. Looks really good with that coping. It's like a cream color, and then this is onyx black. It's like a dark gray. When it's wet, it looks really dark and black, but like I said, they got all this done. All this right here. And then they almost got all this done, but it's late in the day and they had already cleaned the mixer, so we weren't able to finish up right here. But that'll be about 10 minutes or 15 minutes in the morning. And Carlos got all the corners in, which is looking really good. Tomorrow they should finish up, and then we'll start laying pavers. I would say probably Saturday. Today is Thursday. They'll finish up tomorrow. They'll probably start laying, not laying, but putting the boards for the water line tile that came in today. But we had an issue with that. 2 boxes looked like they were hit with the forklift. It's looking good though. It's coming along. So the next step after this, pavers, and then it gets the same paver, that one, a border all the way around. And we'll do the water line tile, set the equipment in the equipment room, which is over there, and then they'll come and plaster the whole thing, fill it up with water, and that's basically my full scope. Actually, we have some handrails we have to set over there on that side with the steps, so I'll get those ordered, probably measured out Saturday, place the order on Monday, and those take anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks, but we'll set the anchors in the pavers. So that's it for today. You guys have everything cleaned up. If you guys like our content, give it a like, share, and subscribe. Say bye, brother.
Mira, patrón, nomás vienen a quitarme el tiempo estos vatos. Ya ven, por eso no acabo.
Dame cigarro, ¿no?
Digan bye. Say bye.
Bye, Felicia.
Subscribe.
Digan, chicas,
Subscribe.
todas.
Peace out. See you guys on the next time.